Kill. Hey, Oregon play this Friday night. Now, that was a big win, and you got to turn around and play the game a day earlier. So that means they probably didn't get to celebrate long like they wanted to, but that's a good thing. But also that means that Purdue, they're going to Purdue. Now, Purdue in Indiana, so that ain't just a far flight. But I think Indiana is on East Coast time. I think. But it's a night game anyway. So either way, they good. But Oregon plays them. No, hold up. Is that a night game? Let me see. It's not a night game. I don't know why I thought Oregon was a night game. But I thought they played on Friday. I think they do play on Friday. Maybe this book ain't got it right, but I think they played on Friday night. Oregon right now is on a roll, y'all. They beat Idaho, but Idaho was a hard game for them. They beat Boise State, but that was a hard game. Now, they beat Iowa State. They beat UCLA and Michigan State. Then they beat Ohio State, and they beat them. That was a tough game. But this Purdue game could be a trap game because they're going to think Purdue not like that. Now, let's go look at Purdue. They're going to be ranked trash. They're going to be, they're going to be talked about bad or whatever. But Purdue not sorry. Purdue just played Illinois. Not saying Illinois up there with Oregon, but I'm just saying they played Illinois. And Purdue played them pretty hard at Illinois. Now, if y'all ain't been following college football really like that, then you don't get what I'm saying about Purdue. But when you come to Indiana and play the Boilermakers at their home at night with a big boy school, the atmosphere is electric. I'm talking about they ringing the bell, ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a, boom. They got it all. They're going to pack that game out. I don't care what y'all think the record is. They're going to pack that game out. They got a quarterback that's a true freshman. Now, Hudson Card, he was that guy, but he got injured. So they got a true freshman playing. And they got rid of their offensive coordinator, Graham Howard. They like, Graham, bro, you ain't him no more. Or at least it ain't working with us. So they got rid of him. And their offense almost beat Illinois. Now you bring in Oregon at Purdue at night. And I think this is a Friday night, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be rocking, y'all. Purdue has nothing to lose. If they get beat, Oregon was supposed to do that. But Purdue is going to go back and look at what Idaho did, what Boise State did, and they're going to take and see what Ohio State did. So they're going to be checking them out like, hey, let's see what these boys really buy. Let's see if we could pull up that upset. I think they could do it. I really think they could do it. They got 4 starters on defense coming back, but let's see what the books say. They safety coming off one of the best freshman years along with in a long time in West Lafayette, win the Freshman All of the Year award. Purdue added a potential gem in another Georgia transfer, Nyland Green, who figures to be paired with Martavius Brown. Colorado transfer Breed Love. Breed Love got a big boy game. Looks to be a keeper at the star position. So he held it down last year at the star position, or he maintained it. Hopes are high that will bring the heat at rush in. So they already got him. They have him. Who else came in? They got a Boston College transfer that's coming in. That's supposed to be nice. C.J. Mann coming from Georgia, a 4-star recruit. So they got a defense. Let's see about the offense. The quarterback, they got a new quarterback, so that's a different ball game. They said, and this is the coach's second year there. They say the running backs return. They both. What? I guess they got a couple running backs running that thing. And they got he ran for over 1,000 yards in 2 seasons, 15 touchdowns. He's a former walk-on. So he doing his thing. They got wide receivers coming back. They got a transfer from FAU that's like that. The line is deeper and bigger, but it needs to be better in short yardage situations. Y'all, this could be a trap game. Y'all might don't see it that way, but it could be. Shake hands with Destin. What's happening? DJ, what's good? He said trap game it coming. It very well could be. Now, Oregon could go in there and tie them up, but Oregon gonna have to have their game on. They gonna have to come with it. Shake hands with Destin. You say, I am a Georgia fan, but I don't see Oregon losing until the playoffs. You don't think so? It's a trap game. This Purdue. Like 1 year, Ohio State. Now, this ain't the same Purdue team. This ain't the same coach who was coaching. Because the coach who coached them, Purdue, when they was rolling like that, he's at Louisville right now. But Jeff Brom had Purdue rolling so hard 1 year. Wide receivers, quarterback, they were balling. But they had lost like 3 or 4 games. And then Ohio State came in undefeated. I wish I would have been talking about football on YouTube back then, but I wouldn't. I told my homeboy, I say, bro, Purdue probably gonna beat them. I've been watching Purdue. They nice. Well, Purdue beat them. Nobody saw that coming. Well, at least I did. Now, again, Oregon should win, but at night, at Purdue, that thing could go the other way. Because you done seen Oregon how they stumbles. So they can stumble. Shake hands with that and you say, I would love to see Oregon lose, though. I would, too, but Purdue would make it even better because I'm calling it right on that. Let me see what Oregon got for the rest of the season. But Oregon should win. They should, but this very well could be a trap game. They got Illinois after that. Illinois is going to play hard. Illinois is going to watch everything Purdue do and say, hey, we beat Purdue, but Purdue almost beat Illinois, and Purdue supposed to be sorry. That's what I'm saying. Then they got Michigan. So Oregon could very well be overlooking them like, Purdue garbage. Let's look at Illinois. Let's look at Michigan. They very well could be overlooking them. But I know if I'm Purdue, I'm going back to look at the Idaho game, the Boise State game, and I'm going to look at what Michigan, I'm going to look at what every team did on them well, what held them up. And that's what we doing. We doing everything that held them up. That's all we looking for. But if Oregon beat them, they got Illinois, they got Michigan, which they probably going to win, but let's just see how it go. And they got Michigan at Michigan, so that's going to be tough. Maryland, they going to win. They got Wisconsin at Wisconsin, but that's going to be tough. Washington, they always play them, and they play them at the crib, so that's going to be a good one. So they got their hands full the rest of the season. It just ain't no gimme, but I guess you could look at it like that. But Dan Lanning got them rolling right now. But Dan Lanning did go on TV and talk wild. He going to get on there and tell everybody he had a 12th man out there. Now, that, to me, that is... Dan Lanning went too far with that. He went extremely too far. He basically done something he know he shouldn't have done and told everybody. Like that was okay. Like, I'm Dan Lanning, we Oregon, we could do that. No, man, that make you look trash. That make you look like, what have you been doing the whole year? What other things you have been doing? So that didn't look good. I clearly don't know what made him say that. But they set up to win it all, they season. That was Ohio State first real test. So Ohio State was never even tested to that game. Shake hands with this and you say, they got to come to the Blue House. Our defense is good at Michigan, but we don't have an offense to keep up with Oregon. Well, you better hope y'all defense could shut it down, but to me, it's going. I think that's gonna be in y'all favor. I think that's gonna be in y'all favor. I just know this game against Purdue could be a trap game. They get time to look at what all them boys did versus them, and you know they got that game circled. Hey, we want this game. We want to show that we not sorry like that. So, but Dan Lanning, he is out there winning. I think Florida, hey, Oregon, we got to talk about it. I think Oregon will be in, because it's hard to recruit out there, y'all. I went out to Oregon. They can say what all they want to say. It was beautiful out there. The fans love you. It was amazing out there. But you are, unless you're on the West Coast, but most of the talent going to be in L.A. or California, but let's say L.A. area. Let's say going to have maybe one player in Oregon, maybe a couple in Seattle area in Washington. But everything really going to be in Cali and whatever else he pulled from nationally. Now, they aren't nationally known. Dan Lanning got them winning, but he hasn't really won nothing big. He's just doing well in the regular season. So him doing well in the regular season is what we are accustomed to. Pac-12 championship, he ain't won one. How many years he been out there? 2 seasons, and this is third. He ain't won neither one of them. Will he win the Big 10 championship? I don't know. Do it look like he gonna possibly be there? It seems like he'll get there, but will he win that game? Who knows? He got, who else they got? Get into the playoffs. Even if he win the Big 10 championship, they're going to be looking at, can he win a playoff game? All right, because now he'll get to make it to the playoffs because it's a 12-man spot. Now, can you win some games? They got you ranked number 2 in the nation. You going to stand by that? You going to show up or what? Like, this really going to be on him. So, this the year to see if Dan Lanning is really him. But you have to recruit so far. That is a hard process. And if you slip and stumble, it seems like it'll start the whole process over. So he got to go out and win something. Like, and then next year, that quarterback gone. Will he get a transfer quarterback? Will it still stay up on par? Or does he have the backup quarterback that transferred from UCLA? Will he be ready? We finna find out. So he got to do everything he can to win this year because next year it's not a guarantee. It's not. Only team almost guaranteed for next year to be pretty solid is Texas because you already know they got Arch Manning. Like they know they good. Now after Arch is who they got. And that go with everybody in the country, but he's plugging in transfers. Dan Lanning plugging in transfers. Now, if the Gators offer him, will he leave? That's my thing. Will Dan Lanning take the job at Florida? The pressure will be on his back out this world. But he will have in-state talent. Ain't got to go nowhere. You can load up in Florida or pick from Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, South Carolina, up north. You got everything you want right there in Florida or around the area. He would love that. Or would old Lane Kiffin love it. I think they're the first two they holler at. I actually think Mark Stoops should be a guy they go look at too. Mark Stoops has done a lot at Kentucky with not like having a big boy name like a Georgia or Alabama or Clemson right now. So his Oregon limit is making it to playoffs or making it to the chip, but just don't win it. Like their history is in the now. Their history is technically from like from what I've been seeing, like the 99s to now. 1999 to now. This been their history. And in this time span of history, they haven't been able to make the jump. Can they make this jump is the question. That's what they looking for. Can they make the jump? Shake hands with Destiny. You say, I meant the big house, Michigan State. Yeah. I already knew what you were saying, but when you said it, when I said Blue House, I was just thinking about him. D Rich, you say, I thought you was gonna go live on your other page. Why you live on another page and you got more subscribers? What happened? Cause that one right there, I'm just riding it out, man. That right there, everybody on that page, they locked in on Colorado. So if it ain't fixed, don't mess it up. So I'm gonna let that ride, and then I want to see what this one can do. I want to see, can I grow it and see what's hot. See, can I catch it? I want to see if I catch it. And I done thought about it doing on that channel, but if I do it on that channel, everybody's just gonna talk about Colorado, so I don't. D Pooh, what's happening? Yeah, hey, they would talk about Colorado all day on that other channel. So I done tried it, but I said I'm gonna build this up. So this one I can talk about everything and nobody ain't just looking at me to only talk about Colorado. Like why Coach Prime there in Colorado, wherever Prime go, I'm going. But yeah, that's just what that channel is right now. Pooh, yeah, hey, but I think Oregon gonna have to fight hard to keep him. Because if he can't win it this year, then when will he win it? Because you got to build a quarterback, and he ain't built one yet. He ain't took one and built one. Now, Quinn came from Ohio State, so Shark got lucky with that. But he caught him young before he really even played. Arch came straight to him. So how can Dan Lanning, can he pull in a quarterback that he gets to bring up? Can he do it? We don't know. Lane Kiffin, he done it. He done took different quarterbacks and done it. So we gonna see. I think one of them gonna go to Florida. I really think Lane Kiffin ought to go. Because Lane, you ain't gonna get no more. But Ole Miss and Oregon, too much to me, ain't really no difference. Oregon don't get mad at me. I'm just saying, even if y'all win a chip, it would be hard to just keep doing it because you got to fly everybody there. In Florida, he got everything. In Georgia, you got everything. In South Carolina, you could drive up to everything. Alabama, you could drive up to everything. Louisiana, you could drive to everything. Oregon just ain't like that. That make it hard. TC, what's good? D, you say Oregon has a chance to win. Has to win it, but I don't think they will. Man, listen. Could they go undefeated? Yes. Is this Purdue game a trap game? Yes. But when they get in the playoffs and they got to deal with a Texas, can they out-Duke a Texas? I think Texas #1 right now in the nation. Can they out-Duke a Texas? I don't know if they could do it. Can they out-Duke a Georgia? You know, Georgia gonna try to smash them off. Ha! Ha! So can he handle that? Alabama like them. They could give a dose of their own medicine. So, yeah. TC, yeah, hey, we here. Yeah, I'm just trying to grow this channel too. Do it all. But right now, Dylan Gabriel, he been like that. Dylan Gabriel, when he was at UCF, he did very good. When he was at Oklahoma, he did good. And he saw the opening for Oregon. Oregon went and got him, got Evan Stewart. So they got something. Can they finish off? They went and got some on the defense side. But can they finish the deal? It looks like they're going to make it to the playoffs for the first time. But it is a 12 thing now. So it looks like he's going to make it. All right, cool. He going to make that. Now, what else you going to do? How else you going to make it? What else you going to do, big dog? Can you pull it off and win it all? I think he better go for it because Let me see who that next quarterback is. That next quarterback, that Moore boy. Let me see if they talk about him. Nope, they don't even talk about the man. So check this out. Just a heads up, next year, Dan Lanning got to do it. Try to focus all over again and pull off. So if I'm him, I'm trying to pull off this year. While we in the current season. But next year, you got that quarterback Moore. Can Moore run it? Because, well, Dylan Evans don't really run like that, but he can. Can Moore pull off some runs, or can he just throw real good? All right. Oregon is a hard stadium to play in, y'all. It's extremely loud. So they're going to be in the favor at the home games. But who going to run that thing for him next year? So if I'm Dan Lanning, I'm looking like, hey, I ain't trying to, how can you get a quarterback up there when you got Texas and Austin looking good? You got Alabama looking good. Florida, Georgia looking good. Clemson looking good. Colorado looking good. Boy, you're going to need a quarterback who that basically transferred a couple times. Bo Nix from Auburn. Dylan Gabriel from 2 different schools. Who going to be the next quarterback up? Moore. He from a different school, but can they keep it going? Now, eventually, he going to get him a quarterback, just like Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley had, what's my boy name? He had some transfers come in, but he's building it up from the inside. So, we're going to see, man. I think Dan Lanning or Lane Kiffin ought to take that Florida job. Would I love to follow Florida if they took it? Yes. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I definitely follow that. TC, you say Texas gonna win it? I think so too. D-Pool, you say Texas is doing good. We got some stuff going to iron out like everybody else. This is Texas year though. Hey, D-Pool, you be watching them like that? You be locked in with Texas? Because let me look at y'all's schedule. Y'all got something. Y'all got to beat Georgia. That's a big boy game, but I think y'all going to do it. Y'all got to go to Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt hot right now, but I think Texas could beat them. They going to beat Florida. They should beat Arkansas. They should beat Kentucky. Texas A&M going to be a game, too. So, I think this y'all. Y'all may got something to iron out, but I think Texas got this. Pool, you say Vandy, Arkansas, Texas A&M. I go with Georgia and Texas A&M. Vanderbilt on that hype, but they might. Now, Oregon got to run into a Texas in the playoffs at some point. A Georgia, or Ohio State rematch. I think the chip gonna come down to. It depends on who all get in the playoffs, but I think the chip gonna come down to Texas, Ohio State, Oregon, and a Michigan, and maybe a Alabama. That's just what it looked like right now. Now, unless Penn State come out and Penn State roll call and catch them in that, let me see what Penn State, because Penn State undefeated, ain't they? I think they undefeated. So if you catch Penn State rolling, you got, well, we about to see what Penn State about when they play Ohio State in 1, 2, 3 weeks. In about 3 weeks. So we'll see what Penn State really about. Because they ain't got Michigan. So it might be Penn State end up in that championship game with Ohio State. Or it might be Ohio State end up in it. So, yeah, everything game on right now. TC, you say Michigan for sure? I don't know. Michigan ain't really just pulling it off right now. They ain't really just pulling it off. Not like they should. Like shake hands with this and say they gotta get their quarterback stuff right. But Penn State beat a USC at USC, which was a tough one. But I don't know, man. Everybody pulling off close games. Texas the only one that ain't. let's say this Texas real first game. Let me look at Texas. Because Oregon versus Ohio State was Ohio State and Oregon, to me, real true first game. But let's look at Texas. This Texas, they've whooped up on, yeah, this their first real game. Georgia. I know they played Michigan, but this their first real game. So, yeah. Hey, but look, blessings to y'all. I just wanted to jump on and ride out with y'all, man. And yeah. Hey, I'm going to grow this one. I'm going to grow this one. We going to talk all college ball on here. Hey, blessings to y'all. I'm going to rock out on here at least once a day. I'm going to rock on here every day. Once a day. Hey, D-Rich, you said, I promise you Michigan not winning. They probably not even making the playoffs. Now, I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't think Michigan going to make the Big 12 championship game going to be Oregon versus Ohio State or Oregon versus Penn State. That's who that's going to be. The playoffs, at this moment, is Texas to lose. It's Texas to lose. King, what's happening? TC, hey, appreciate it. Hey, blessings to y'all. Y'all know I'm coming back on both channels. Hey, holla, holla.